Welcome to Uranus. Uranus is blue. No pun intended, motherfucker.
Whoops.
So we are
That's right,
technically
I was supposed to
recording.
meet. I seated him.
So don't say anything
Okay.
that the people aren't supposed to know, because I will use anything. Yeah, everything you say can and will be used to promote you on my website.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
So welcome to Uranus is Blue. We are here with NighTraiN, the baddest shit to ever happen in Seattle.
Hello.
A punk band full of beautiful women who talk crazy
We
on
kind
stage.
of do.
I'm just really happy to have them here. So ladies, will you please say your name and tell the people who you are and where you come from and all that good stuff.
I'm Selena Whitaker-Paquier. I play the bass, and I was born and bred in Seattle, Washington.
Hey, I'm Rachel F. I play keyboards and I sing, and I was born in Los Angeles, and I live here in Seattle.
Hey, I am Taryn Hotlegs Dorsey, born in Portland, Oregon. I am the drummer.
Oh, and we got to give a shout out to our girl, Nicole Jaja Juicy Peoples, who's our guitarist, also does vocals, and she couldn't be with us today. She had to do that J-O-B.
How did you get together?
Well, we formed here in Seattle, Washington, after our participation in a play called Hot Grits by Dirty Girls Production, which basically was a story about we all auditioned. We didn't have a background in music. They were just looking for actors in this play to learn their instruments organically
That they were assigning
and
to us.
that they assigned to us. You know, learned our instruments organically and learn how to come up with songs. And then they made us play underground parties, and people believed that we were a real band.
Wow. So wait a minute, you're a fake band.
Yes,
That
We
became
started
a
out
real
as a
band.
fake band.
it's like the Monkees,
Why do you always say monkeys?
because that's the show with with Mickey. With the show, the Monkees. Like,
Right.
hey, we're the Monkees, you know.
Uh-huh.
They were actors. None of them had any
Could have
type of
used the
musical
Partridge
experience.
Family.
Could
Yeah, but
have.
they weren't quite as
I'm more into the monkeys.
Could have.
Yeah,
but
because
they're
the
not
Monkees kind of
masculine.
had that commercial success thing. The Partridge Family were
Did
commercially
too.
successful. But why why Partridge Family over the Monkees? Isn't it kind of the
Just because the monkeys.
She doesn't like the
Oh.
name. And I'm like, okay, well, obviously we look so much like them.
My hair is just like,
Where do your songs come from? Because I enjoy listening to music in the bathtub when I meditate. And one of my favorite joints is Don't Drop the Soap. Just because I like the way that it flows, the crescendos, it increases in speed, it builds to this magnificent climax, and then there's an explosion. And, and because, in a bathroom, when you're washing, you don't want to drop the soap.
You don't
But
wanna drop the soap.
But
where
then
do
you
your
do.
ideas come from? What is the basis of your songwriting?
Basically, just any
Life.
life. I mean,
Things that
anything
happen around
that
us.
happens around us, we're pretty present to, and so we like to include that in a lot of our music. Don't Drop the Soap. We were just jamming that night. And
Actually, no. We were sitting around the living room. We wrote that song together. And remember, the guy was walking by and he had the paper bag with the bottle in it or whatever, and he almost dropped it, and we all busted up laughing. And you said, "Don't drop the soap." And we started laughing, and that you did, Taryn. Yes, I remember that very well. That is exactly how
Thank
that
you.
song came to
oh
be.
yeah, I do come
And
up
we
with
were,
this one.
having a little party amongst ourselves, and we started riffing on that, and we just immediately wrote that song.
So what do you think about I'm projecting here, but I could imagine that you might be intimidating to some guys with some of your lyrics.
I don't think our songs
No,
really
we
have
don't.
anything to do with
Curve on
men.
a lot. We
You
just
know?
crush a lot.
we just crush a lot.
We just
crush a lot.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't think our songs really are center around men or relations per se at all.
But what about that lyric about Chevy Chase? Like, where does that come from?
It rhymes really good.
It
That's her being
rhymes.
retarded. That's just Rachel.
So-
rhymes really good. Chevy Chase all over your face. How could you not want to see that all the time? It's hilarious.
It is hilarious. Speaking of, we're gonna play that song, which is called
Gene Penis.
Gene Penis.
I was talking to this lady at the bus stop last night. Her face was really pretty and her smile was just right. She flirted really hard and said she knew where the fun is. And then I looked down at her giant jean penis. It's not dick, it's not hair, it's really, really full of air. Made by the folds of the Calvins you wear. Jean penis, ooh, jean penis, ooh, jean penis, ooh, jean penis, ooh. I hate to be mistaken by the girth of your package. A non-existent bump can cause some romantic damage. If something took its place, I guess it would be a bonus. But I can't rub my nana on some sweaty jean penis. It's not dick, it's not hair, it's really, really full of air. Made by the folds of the Calvins you wear. Jean penis, ooh, jean penis, ooh, jean penis, ooh, jean penis, ooh. Chevy Chase all over my face. Chevy Chase all over my face. Oh, Chevy Chase, won't you come all in my face? Oh, Chevy Chase, won't you come all in my face? Oh, Chevy Chase, all over my face. Oh, Chevy Chase, won't you come all in my face? Penis, ooh, jean penis, ooh, jean penis, ooh, Sean Petty,
So once again, we are sitting here with the lovely ladies of NighTraiN, 3 of the 4, and we're discussing with them where they're from, where they came to be, what their plans are in life, and why Choo Choo.
It means get on the train. It has arrived.
That's what it means.
Get on board.
Get on board.
I like that. I like that. And the reason I'm kind of holding back is because we are at a public place, and you know,
And you can't say choo choo motherfucker.
I mean, you can, but these folks are just trying to drink coffee.
Oh, choo choo motherfucker. Right on.
Oh, well, then we just got... So what are the NighTraiN core values?
To have fun.
Yeah.
Fun, definitely.
And we also, we actually have like a set of rules that we've written on the wall in our practice space that we have to abide by in order to practice.
Yes, the golden rule.
The golden rule.
Keeps us from killing each other, so nobody gets cut.
So no one gets cut. And they're painted there, so anytime we look at that wall, we see those rules and we get reminded about what we should be doing.
What are the rules?
Respect.
Respect each other's
Time and commitment. Suggest, don't tell.
Number 1 was
I fucking love you.
I fucking love you. Remember
That's number
that.
1.
Always remember that. That's the number
That's
one.
number 1 rule.
Bands fall apart all the time.
They do.
Why are you guys so consistent? How long have you guys been together, and what has kept you
It
together?
will be 6 years, yeah.
Yep.
How?
Love and determination. And we got a letter.
We
Got a letter.
You got a
did.
letter?
from
My
a
baby wrote me
fan.
a letter.
Sort of put things in perspective about
Yeah.
what we're doing is different and unique, and that we've come to inspire a lot of people in our community and our friends, and so that it was important to them that we move forward and not fall backwards.
Yes.
How important are your fans to you?
Very important. Everything. They're the
Wouldn't
reason
be
why
here
we're
with-
still
yeah.
together.
They're totally.
If
the
people
reason why.
didn't come up to us and say how much we've touched them, because they've never seen or witnessed a band like us before, not to sound all like...
No, but it's true.
Transformational leaders.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
And we are very much so involved in the community.
The community is very important. We give a lot of our time. I mean, I volunteer with Folk Life.
What is Folk Life?
Folk Life Festival here in Seattle. It's
Okay.
a very big, huge festival, one of the largest in the nation, and it's free. She is very much involved with
Rain City Rock Camp for
thank you.
Girls.
Rain City Rock
I'm their development assistant.
And then we perform quite a bit for free in the community. In fact, our manager was just like, enough already. You cannot do any more free shows.
What do you want your fans to know?
Well,
We love them.
yes, we love you. You know, thank you for sticking with us through the ups and downs.
Continue to support us. Have
Ups
faith in
and
us.
downs? You laugh. What? Usually when people say the ups and
It's
downs, they
behind
don't
the
start
music, the ups
giggling.
and downs.
I know, right?
Sex and drugs and rock and roll.
Oh, it's crazy. I had like a 5-month bender where I just lived in the Australian outback.
Are you
What?
serious?
And I had like tons of peyote with me.
Remember that time you shot me in the foot?
I shot you in the foot.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Is this like... Are you serious? You shot her in the foot?
No one got arrested.
No one got arrested.
Was it a fight or was it an accident?
Oh, it was a fight.
I thought it was an accident.
I would rather stay here listening.
Why did you shoot Selena in the foot? Rachel.
Hey, that's rude. I know. Well,
Very
you gotta
rude.
do. Sometimes you have a gun.
And sometimes you have to get shot in the foot.
Well, we're gonna move on. Taryn,
Yes.
Taryn, what keeps you with these women, and what do you want to tell the fans?
Look at them. Because these are the sisters I never had, and now I get to have them.
Oh.
And I've said that before, and I will say it again. And not only that, just like what Rachel said, in the sense of seeing other women coming up to us and their faces are beaming, that gives me life.
I can absolutely dig.
Finish my eyes.
Well, we're gonna listen to some more music by NighTraiN. Would you like to introduce the next song?
Yes, this song is Huntress. We have a new music video out for it, so please do peep it on our YouTube page.
What is your YouTube page?
You can find us at youtube.com/NighTraiN Seattle.
youtube.com/NighTraiN Seattle. That's NighTrain Seattle. Huntress.
I see you. I'm watching you.
Talk about that song. What is the concept behind Huntress and the video?
Well, me and Juicy were jamming one day, and we came up with this lyrical music, and like, I don't know, like something happened, like the piano and the guitar wanted to talk to each other that day. Anywho, no pick Selena decided to make some really amazing lyrics for that song.
You guys kind of sort of charged me with it. You were like, we need lyrics, go write them.
Right, yeah, but it wasn't that hard for you, though.
We all just looked at her.
It just all came together, and like Nicole sang them, and it just all came together. And we were like, why is this so haunting and so dark? And it's like, I really like this and really enjoying this, and like this is a horrific, scary thing to think about. And that's when we thought about the horror concepts for the film, the really dark things for that motorcycle.
CHOOO.
No, the really dark direction that Huntress took in the music video.
And actually, they wanted it darker, and so we did.
I did.
Yeah, they wanted it really dark, vampires and werewolves and running in the woods. And, but then we didn't have
bustiers and stuff like that.
We didn't quite have that kind of a budget.
Flowing
and
hair.
Everything. And
Right.
So we thought we wanted to get more of a mystical, and I think Taryn was into the more mystical, sort of magical aspect of it. And so we were able to kind of compromise and still kind of get a nice, eerie, dramatic, mystic feel to it.
I got an opportunity to see the revealing of Huntress.
Oh, yes.
Yes. And one thing I noticed about you guys' writing is that it has nothing to do with the visual. It's just like kind of hodgepodge. I'm not going to say nothing, but it's like, it's more of the concept or the feeling of what you're doing that affects the visual of it as opposed to the actual lyrics. Because I see a lot of artists sometimes who, they're so literal. And it just gets it just falls flat.
Well, as long as our intention is there, as long as you receive the intention that we were supposed to put forth, as long as you got the overall action of it, was to...
And I think we all agreed a bit that we didn't want it to be literal, instead of just acting out the words or the story, that we wanted more to portray the feeling and the sense of it.
How would you describe the perfect live performance?
I think the perfect live performance is when the audience is very engaged with you as well, and so that energy is bouncing back onto you, and you connect with everyone around there.
And when we're very engaged with each other on stage too. So when there's just like this kinetic energy that is circling through the room, and it's like everybody is one, and you can just...
What's the coolest experience you've ever had in that synergetic space? Can you even describe it?
Body surfing, that was a cool experience.
You body surfed?
Yeah, that was because we were opening for Fishbone.
Wait, you didn't do it during our set?
No, I was going to say I didn't do it during our set, but that was a cool show
you did
experience.
it. No, you did it when we dressed up like R. Kelly. And we did...
Oh, and I did it there.
Yeah, you did it at the end after you sang I Believe I Can Fly.
And that was cool because I had so much trust. I just knew that our audience was, there wasn't a doubt. Everyone was like, are you sure about that? And I was like, no, I'm just going to throw myself out there and I trust that I'm going to be caught.
That is so beautiful.
Yeah.
How do you know? How do you know you can trust your fans?
I don't know that. Oh, wait. Sorry. Strike that. I totally trust all of you.
We'll edit that part out.
No. I just, I mean, it's a feeling. And that day, and again, we were there for portraying someone else. We were NighTraiN as R. Kelly, and it was a lot of fun. And I just knew that the audience, I could just feel how much the audience was into us, and and I just knew that from the beginning that I would never have to worry about them not taking care of us. I've never had a fear of our fans or of our audience, even at any shows. I've never had a fear of some crazy person out there.
Like a crazy stuff. No, I mean, we get the dudes though that remember that dude that followed us to the he followed us to the car just a couple of times. Awesome. You have a couple of dudes that always try to make out with you at a lot of the shows.
They do.
Can't be modest and be oh, there's just this one. And which time are you talking about? This happens
it's to all of you. All of you.
It doesn't happen to me.
Yes,
but it
does.
happens. No.
Yes.
No, it does not happen to me. It happens to her and Nicole.
Jaja Juicy.
Oh, Jaja Juicy.
Maybe
all the
it's just
time.
because they like the tall ones.
Yeah, they do.
So what's next for you guys? Where are you headed?
We really want to get something on vinyl really soon here.
We want to play prisons.
We want to play prisons. We want to play military bases.
Mm-hmm.
We want to play historical black colleges.
What do you know about playing prisons?
Nothing.
I played a
all.
prison once.
Uh-huh.
It was awesome. You can't say anything offensive, right? You have to dress a certain way. They have it
We'll dress
totally.
as cops.
Yeah.
We'll dress as cops.
But dude, once you get in there,
they're very loving.
the crowd, oh my God. I performed for the guys at Salem, and the love in that room, I had never experienced that kind of love in a crowd before.
As long as they're behind them gates, right?
Well, it was kind of like a cafeteria setting.
Like that.
And it was some type of special Black History Month event. That's the only reason I could come. They didn't know who I was. The wardens and the people who invited me didn't know who I was. So when I got it, I've not been invited back, but that's another story for another time.
Damn.
Because once you're in there, right?
Hey.
It's fuck the system. And it's oh, wait, I'm in prison. Fuck the system. All around.
Yeah, we want to play a lot of women's prisons.
Who goes to
else
to
do?
Who
in
thinks
prison.
about entertaining the prisoners? Except for prisoners
Except
of
for
war.
NighTraiN.
Yeah.
We're going to play one more song before we let you guys go. Is there any other last words? Famous, just in case.
Check out our webpage. We always are, looking for new fans and support. If you know anybody who might want to sponsor us, we're trying to go on tour, this year and next year.
Where can our people find you online?
They can find us at www.NighTraiN/Seattle.com.
Dash Seattle.
I'm sorry, it's -Seattle.com. They can find us on Facebook at NighTraiN Seattle. They can find us on Twitter at NTN Seattle. They can find us
basically
on Tumblr,
our
NighTrainSeattle.tumblr.com.
All of the social medias.
Basically, if you Google or Bing NighTraiN Seattle, you're gonna hit us.
And I can vouch for that because that's pretty much how I found all of your information is by Googling NighTraiN Seattle. You got to put the Seattle part in there because there are some posers out there, and they're just not the real thing. This is the real thing. This is the real NighTraiN. NighTraiN Seattle. Choo choo, motherfucker. So send us out with this last song.
Let's do Black Love. Send them out with Black Love.
Yes.
We're going to send you out with Black Love by NighTraiN Seattle. Choo choo, motherfucker.
Choo choo.
Jefferson had ebony honey. African beauty that was brought to this country. She took his shit faithfully and used for him fully. Made him a forefather, truly. Chocolate melts in your mouth, black love. Everyone understands black love. Dr. Berry, sweet the juice. Every color girls go do. Black love, black love, black love, black love, black love. White men, black girls, black men or white girls, always struggling in a not right world. Works it out, tear it down, put it up, spit it out. Ever since way back when, we're the revolution, we're the revolution, we're the revolution. Keep it real and don't be phony, even if you're not being phony. You may have a one and only. We'll be there till the end, rocking to the end, Black love, 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 black love. Black love, 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 black love.
This episode of Uranus is Blue brought to you by Anti-Arrest Spray. When you spray it on, it makes you smell like a white woman. So get your anti-arrest spray, and you just might get away.